Hey folks, doing another unboxing of a game I picked up at Gen Con. This is The Gang, a cooperative poker game. I have played this multiple times now. I really enjoy it. I think this is a great way, or I initially thought this would be a great way not only to teach people to play poker because it's cooperative, you can sort of guide them after the hand goes through and you kind of see what they had. Um, but it also teaches you to learn about the different strengths of the hands and to try to start thinking about how like you may only have a suited connectors and it might be a 2 or 3, but it's still better than like a unsuited, just two random unsuited cards. Like it teaches you to sort of know that, to start learning the percentages of your hand in terms of how strong they are and whether you should keep them. Um, in this game, it's all cooperative, so you have to keep them. But like if you were to play competitive poker, you would sort of start to learn when you should fold, whether you could take a gamble to try to hit your hit your draw or whatever. Um, but anyways, let's go ahead and open this up. Again, I've played this several times, so it's not a technically an unboxing. We have a rule book here, cooperative poker game. It goes through the different components, how to play through a round, the ranking of the hands. There is a card that goes through the ranking of the hands, and it goes through the card combination in detail, so it gives you the different hands, poker hands. How to tie, advanced mode. So there's things you can do to make, like if you start winning, you can pull out cards, flip over cards that are going to make it more difficult if your particular group is very good at this. We initially failed a lot when we started out with this, but then we got a lot better until we were playing with those advanced cards and we were still winning. Professional mode, Master Thief mode, the different challenge cards. These are the cards that make it easier or better. And then the authors. So here, these are poker chips. These are actual weighted chips. They're not clay, they're still plastic. Um, but they feel like poker chips. They're very similar to the Chip Theory games poker chips. So if you're familiar with not the base plastic ones, but the premium chips, that's what these are essentially. Um, Essentially, what you're going to do in the game is you're playing poker, but you're playing it cooperatively. So you're trying to determine who has the weakest, who has the next weakest, who has the next weakest after that, and then who has the strongest. If you're playing 4 players, it plays up to 6, and the more players you have, the more difficult this game gets because you're putting your faith in other people to determine what their hands are actually worth. But essentially, there's going to be you again, like I said, you play through a hand of like you're playing Texas Hold'em. You have everybody gets dealt their 2 hold cards. You have a round of what I'm going to call betting, where everybody grabs a poker chip indicating what the strength of their hand is, and there's each poker chip has a number of stars on it, 1 through 6. So if you think you have the weakest hand, you would take the 1. If you think you have the strongest hand, you would take the 6. Then you see the flop, and then you do another round of quote unquote betting. Then you see the turn, another round of betting, and then finally the river, a final round of betting. That final round of betting, where you're taking the poker chips, is the only ones that really count. Those would be the red chips here. Um, those are the ones that once everybody has a red chip in front of them and everybody's happy with what they have, then you go to the person who has the 1. That person flips over their hand. You see what they have. Oh, look, they don't have anything. They have, 7 high. Okay, you go to the person with the second chip. They flip over. Oh, they got a pair. Okay, well, the pair is higher than the 7 high hand before it, so you're still good. And you go to the third person with the third poker chip. Flip their hand over. Oh, they have a pair, but it's smaller than the pair from number 2. Well, you guys fail. So you lose that round, so to speak. So the goal is to get all the way to have the hands ordered in strength from weakest to strongest. The theme is you're trying to rob a vault, and If you're successful, you unlock one of the vault doors. If you're not successful, you set off an alarm, and you play to 3 successes or 3 failures. This is the deck of cards. Actually, these are the sets of cards that make it stronger or easier. Here we have the gameplay cards that go through how to play. Here's the hand ranking cards. These are just the cards to track how well you did. There's a mini expansion with jokers that sort of adds rules for like Omaha, or different types of poker. Essentially, it changes the rules a little bit. And then here are the cards. It's just your standard deck of 52 cards. The diamonds are orangish. It's bent a little bit already. But you could substitute any deck of cards for this, which is nice. But anyways, that is the game. Again, we played this quite a bit. Really enjoyed it. We ended up playing this and then deciding, hey, let's play some poker as well. So we ended up using this deck of cards just to play poker with. I had poker chips with me, and we ended up playing a bunch of poker. But that is The Gang, a cooperative poker game. Thanks for watching.